An investor purchased 100 shares of stock X at 6 1/8 per share and sold them all a year later at $24 per share. If the investor paid a 2% brokerage fee on both the total purchase price and the total selling price, which of the following is closest to the investor's percent gain on this investment? So we need to find the real purchase price and then the real selling price, meaning the price is with our brokerage fee included. So he bought 6 1/8, which is what 8 times 6 is 48 plus 1. So 100 shares at 49 over $8 per share. But in addition, he had to pay a 2% brokerage fee. So we got a 2% increase over this amount. So times 1.02 or 102 over 100. So this 100 should cancel out here. We got 49 over 8 times 102. 2 goes into 102 51 times, and 2 goes into 8 4 times. So we're left with 49 times 51 all over 4, and I don't think that can be simplified anymore, so maybe I'll just leave that as is for now. And then his real selling price was, so he sold 100 shares for $24 each. So we got $2,400 from that. But then he was only able to keep 98% of what he sold because 2% went to the broker. So 2,400 times 98 over 100, and we're just left with 24 times 98. So what will his percent gain be? That should be what he sold it for, minus what he purchased it for, all over what he purchased it for, times 100. So it does say closest, right? So we can estimate. I don't know how much wiggle room that we have based on our answer choices. So let's try and get as close as possible. So his percent gain will be equal to 24 times 98 minus this 49 times 51 all over 4 all over 49 times 51 over 4. So how should we estimate this? Or can we cancel anything out here? That's what I was hoping initially. So it looks like, so we got 98 and 49, so we can factor out a 49 up top. So if we do that, we got 49 times 24 times 2 minus 51 over 4. Right, so this will be all over 49 times 51 over 4 still. So this will cancel out, and we're just left with 48 minus 51 over 4 all over 51 over 4, which is the same as times 4 over 51. So what do we have here now? So we got 48 times 4 all over 51 minus, and then everything here will cancel out. So it's just -1, right? And where does this leave us? So 48. So 3 goes into 48 16 times. 3 goes into 51 17 times. So we got 16 times 4 all over 17 and -1. So now we got 64 over 17 minus 17 over 17, which should leave us with 47 over 17. What is this? So 17 times 3 is 51. That's over. So this is 17 times 2 is 34 with 13 left over. So 2 and 13 seventeenths. Remember, this is the decimal value of my percent. So if this is, I'm looking at the answer choices, it looks like it's about 2.8. That's the decimal version of our percent. And so our percent, we got to multiply by 100 to get 280%. I don't know if that necessarily is the only way to get the answer. Maybe you can make the math easier by, rounding somewhere else here, but you can't round too much because 2%, they want this to make a difference. So like we can't round this back up to 100 because then there would have been no point in having us have this fee here. So I don't know. I say the answer is C. Tell me if you find a better way of doing it though.